Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of my Beginner's Guide to Todoist, and today we're looking at everything you can do within the task view. Now the task view is something new in Todoist. It came out in the last 6 to 8 months, but it does give us a really nice focused view on what we can do within Todoist tasks. So before we go any further though, I would just like to say if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Todoist, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's go into my demo account now, and let's look at the task view. Okay, so as I've alluded to in a number of previous videos like this, we can edit the task in a number of different ways. The first simple way to do it is to click on the task, and this is going to open up what is called the task view. Now, what I like personally about this is it slows me down. Now, doing it from here means that I can see all the information that I need about the task right in this window, and I can make decisions based on what the task is. The alternative way to do it is to do it a little bit more, I suppose you can think of it as blind. Now, as I'm holding my mouse over there, you can see that if I want to, I can actually just Command E, and that will allow me to edit the task right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit the task edit button, and now I can edit there. I can add a priority. I can change the date, so I can put that to tomorrow, and it's going to change the date, and that's going to give me a few different things. And if I want to, I can also change the project from here if I wish. So that's one way of doing it. But what I prefer personally is actually going in and doing the task view, because it slows me down and it gets me to think a little bit deeper about the task and to make sure that the task is relevant, because I don't want Todoist to get overloaded with a lot of low value, not important tasks. And if I don't need to do something, I am going to get rid of it. So what do we have in this task view? Well, first of all, we have the task name. If you tap on that, I can now change the task name, and you'll notice that the label comes up in here as well, but I can change the task name. So let's just say, for example, I'm being a little bit OCD, and I really want to make sure that my sentence structure is correct. So I want a capital letter there, so I can change that there, and I want to put a full stop at the end of the task. So there we go. I've done that. I've edited the task. Now, as you know, as I hit space, as I hit return there, that removed the label because the label is down here. Now, what we have here is a description. So I can go back in here and I can add a description. So need to find some. What I actually do, I should point out this, you can put all sorts of stuff in here. What I usually do is I just put the website in here. So I can put personaltrainers.co.kr. I can put that in there and just save that. And that's now in there, so I can just quickly go in and get it. Now, what I've noticed is that is not a clickable link, so that's just something that you want to be aware of. It's not always going to be clickable, but I can put the task in there if I wish. Or I could, if I wish, there's another one which is deadlines. I tend to put deadlines in here, so I could put deadline Saturday, the 22nd of October, and I do like to do that. Now, one of the other things you should point out is you can actually use text formatting here, so I can actually put the double asterisks in either side. That will bold the task, bold that word for me, and so I can see deadline Saturday 22nd of October. Again, you can just go in, tap on it, and there you go, you've edited it. So there's one way you can use the description. Now, I can also add subtasks in here. So I could add a website, I could put a telephone number, I could also ask George, again, why am I not spelling correctly today? Ask George about his personal trainer. So I can do that. and I've added a subtask in there. Now subtasks will just drop there, and the great thing about subtasks, I should point out, is when you actually check it off, it doesn't disappear. Unlike the parent task, as we call it, up here, when I check that off, it will disappear. But here, when I check that off, it doesn't disappear. It just goes through a line out, and I can see that I've done it. Now, what I'm going to do in this case is, let's say I have spoken to George, and George has said, oh yes, you want to speak to Jenny, and her number could be 010 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1. So that could be that all I need to do now is speak to Jenny. I add the comment, and now I have a comment in there which tells me the telephone number that I need to call in order to get Jenny, who is George's personal trainer. So there's another one that I can do. Now, again, this is a personal task, but I can go in there and I can change this to any of my other projects by clicking on there. I can change the due date. I can go down here. I can go as far into the future as I wish on that one. I can change my priority, which is just going down here, which I showed you when we did the priorities. I can add a label. And if I wish, I can add a reminder here. And I could put today at 2 p.m. or I could put Monday at 4 p.m. So let's do that, Monday and at 4 p.m. I'm going to add that reminder. So that's going to come up, and it's going to remind me on my phone and also on my computer if I've got Todoist open, and that's all set. So that's everything you need to know about the task view within Todoist. Now I can close that now. And what I want to do is show you what's happened here. So now when I'm looking at my today, I've got the deadline. I can see the deadline, Saturday, 22nd of October. I've also got, I can see here that I've got a note, so I can tap on that. And it's going to open up the task, but I can see the comment. I also can see that there is an alarm attached to it. And if I tap on that, it's actually, if I hold my mouse on that, it's going to show me Monday at 4 o'clock. That's going to come up. And I can see my label right there. Also, this indication here is telling me that I've got one subtask and I've completed one of one. If I had another one, it'll be like 1/2 to say that there is a subtask still remaining. So there you go. That's really all you need to know about the task view. I think it's a great view because it does help you to slow down and make sure that you've got the right information in the task. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode, and it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done, so you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.